Now, on the other side of this process, my tricks for empathy as an author. When I get a review back, I really do my best to read it and listen objectively. That is not always easy. We can get very attached to our work. We put a lot of effort into it. We want to think that it's good, and it can be very hurtful to hear someone say that it's not good or that it's not there yet. But I really try to step back from that and say, okay, let me assume that this reviewer has the best of intentions and wants to help me. Let me step back and try to listen objectively and really think objectively about the quality of my own work. I go ahead and try it their way. If maybe there's a sentence or a paragraph that I really liked, but they're telling me to do it differently, I'll keep my copy and I'll make a new copy and I'll try it their way and I'll compare them. And sometimes I end up deciding, no, I don't agree. I don't agree with that comment. I'm not going to change that. But sometimes when I see their version and compare it to mine, I think, wow, that really did kind of strengthen what I was trying to say there. So it gives me that opportunity again to just be objective and try it their way. I really try to always remember that the review they're doing is unpaid service. They have committed time out of their busy schedule, taken time away from their own research in order to read my work and provide me comments. So I really try to feel gratitude for that. And finally, again, with strategic imagination, since I don't know who the reviewer is, I choose to imagine that it is coming from my most trusted and respected mentor, the person whose words I would give the most credence to. And that allows me to accept it a little bit more objectively. So my evolving experience as an author, I really have felt this growing desire to show my appreciation for my reviewers, to show them that gratitude I feel for the fact that they are taking time to help me. But of course, I don't know who they are when we do double anonymous reviews. I can't engage them directly by saying, I appreciate your time, or baking them cookies or something. But I find that it really eases my own mental health as an author to feel the gratitude for them, to feel the empathy for the difficulty of the work that they're doing in that review. So instead of feeling any kind of anger or resentment for harsh comments, I really try to remain empathetic and grateful. It's a little bit like when you forgive somebody for something they've done, just for your own sake, not for theirs. Giving up the baggage of resentment towards my reviewers makes me feel happier as an author. So when I read their feedback the first time, I will let myself feel the sting if they say something that stings me. But then I'll set it aside and I'll come back and I will read it a second time. And that's when I will really try to step outside myself, be as objective as possible. I acknowledge where they've made good points. And then when I respond to them, when I write out my responses to the reviewer comments and explain what changes I've made, I really do try to verbally indicate my appreciation for them. I explicitly will tell them where I agree with them. I'll say, hey, I agree with this suggestion. This did make this better. Thank you. Really demonstrating that gratitude as best I can for how they have improved my paper. And I find that this just feeds me. It just feeds my mental health as a human being. And I'm really hoping that it's feeding my reviewer as well on the other side.